Okay, this is interesting. So, I thought I'd do a bit of a throwback thing and do one of the earliest LPs I ever did on the internet. Here's the thing about Secret Files Tunguska. It is basically a virus at this point. The 4 antivirus softwares I have on my PC all detect it as a virus, and it does not run well. Christ, that's epic. That's epic as fuck, but not good. So this game gets a bit crashy and a bit buggy. Um, However, I love this game, and I did do a let's play of all of them. It was uh, when I lost my old channel. All I had on my old channel at the time I lost it was a bit of Spec Ops: The Line and this. And when I started this channel, I did a complete playthrough of Spec Ops: The Line on Fubar and the entire Secret Files series. But here we go. Okay. I've not played this in a very long time. And there were 4 of these games, and then they changed to Lost Horizon, which I've never played. Yeah, the hitching and the tearing, there's nothing I can do. It's amazing I got this to run at all. There's some jank here, kids. He's dead. I've actually got a boxed copy of this on my shelf. Right next to SimCity 4 and Half-Life Generations, and Enemy Territory Quake Wars, and the Doom Collector's Edition, and Dawn of War.
Papa, are you there?
Now, just please bear in mind, this is jank as fuck.
What? Dad? What's going on here? Dad? The door was wide open, chaos all over the place, and my father has vanished without a trace. I hope nothing has happened to him. I'd better start looking for him.
Right, instead of doing that, we're going to hit the menu, and we are going to create a new save game. Okay, so this is Nina, and Nina has a different voice actor in... There's 4 games, and she's in 3 of them. She's one of the main characters. And this is a point-and-click adventure game. So we have, I think it's right-click to look and left-click to interact. It doesn't like my mouse. You may be able to see that. I've turned my DPI all the way down. And we've just got to sort of, you know, look around a bit. There's a Queen showcase here. There's a desk. There's Nina. If you hit this, I think it's like a hint mode. It'll show you everything you could look at. And we've got
The
our
key to the
ring.
motorcycle, mine and Dad's apartment, and a few whose functions may remain a mystery forever.
So, we've got a diary. Journal. Chaos. Berlin Museum. Nina wanted to meet her father in his office, but all she finds when she gets there is terrible chaos. What happened here? And this is one of those sort of solve the soup can type dealios.
My father was never the picture of organization, but not even my place looks this bad.
You know, Broken Sword, Monkey Island.
All these files and records have been thrown out over the floor. It wouldn't have been Daddy. Someone was in a great hurry to find something.
She's very Russian, isn't she, is our Nina? We've got a piece of rock.
Looks like something has been embedded in that stone. It has a red-violet glow.
Right. Now, I can turn hints off, but all the hints do is it lets you look to see.
The frame and glass are totally shattered, and the photo has been torn in half.
See what you can interact with. It's a bit more difficult on modern hardware, I'll tell you that.
A photo of Daddy on one of his expeditions. Written on the back is 1958, Vladimir Kalenkov, and I've seen the photo before. But who was the other guy in the photo? And why was the photo torn up? I'll glue it into my diary. It might be important somehow.
Now, Nina keeps a journal. She's got a torn photo here. Berlin Museum, a photo of Nina's father during one of his expeditions. There he is. The writing on the back of the photo says, in 1958, Vladimir Kalenkov at. There was originally another expedition participant in the picture, but who? And why was the photo torn up? If you saw the symbol for the riddle help in the upper left-hand corner during the game, you will find some assistance here. Okay. Now then. There's a porcelain bowl here.
The inside of the dish is somewhat porous.
Fuck, I love adventure games. So this is a mortar, right?
The inside of the dish is somewhat porous.
And we're actually... I've not played this game since my old channel. And it was on this channel. The whole series was on this channel, but they're gone
Looks
now.
like something has been embedded in that stone. It has a red-violet glow.
Well, we've got a pestle. Let's get a piece of rock. I can't help you if you don't know what Tunguska is, because this game's going to explain it to you, but you should know, especially if you've seen X-Files. Also, David Kay is in this. Yes. And there should be, over... Yeah, there it is. A flask. And now, we're going to phone the police.
The phone in the office. Private conversations are strictly prohibited. I don't know what's happened here, but I'd better call the police.
Berlin Police Department.
Hello? Nina Kalenkov here. You've got to send someone here right away. My father has disappeared without a trace.
Since when?
No idea. I wanted to see him at work, but he wasn't there.
You have to wait
Instead,
48
the place
hours.
looks like it's been ransacked.
Is your father suicidal or mentally unstable?
What? No, of course not.
Sorry, we can't do anything then. Adults can only be reported missing if their lives are in danger or if there are extraordinary circumstances.
Yep.
But this is an extraordinary circumstance.
Keep calm. I'm sure your father had something important to take care of and we'll get in touch soon. Don't worry.
Something important to take care of? Hello? Did you listen to anything I said? It looks like there was an earthquake here. Do you think he created this chaos himself and is looking for a cleaning lady right now?
Like I said, I can't do anything for you. Sorry.
Great. Thanks for nothing. You are a big help.
Do not antagonize.
What do I have to do? Send them 2 fingers first for them to get their butts in gear?
Nina's a bit Nina-y. Nina does this. Sam is a bit Sammy as well. Okay. Okay, so we're taking the sort of the path of least resistance.
I think this is where the rock samples undergo the first analysis.
That's a Spectre, what's it, isn't it? Let's go through the door.
Loud music? Coming out of the office? It's not the stuff Daddy listens to, so he can't be in there. Maybe the person in there can tell me where he is, though.
Let's look who's in the office, then.
There's an index card with Max Gruber written on it. A list of local pizza delivery services, information about the upcoming construction of an antenna tower in the neighborhood, a guy by the name of Schamberger whose dog Whiskey is missing. As far as I can tell, nothing interesting.
And it's weird because there are 4 of these games and they have different voice actors in every single one. Anyway, we want to find out. There's a big old T-Rex there.
King of the dinosaurs. Even the reproductions inspire fear. I certainly wouldn't want to run into one of them.
We will not be running into dinosaurs in this game. There are no dinosaurs in this game. This is not a... Ah, there it is. That's what I was looking for. There's a list of everyone who's personnel in the museum.
On this list are the names of the employees of the museum. Scientific Director, Vladimir Kalenko. Office 5. In Office 4, there is this Max Gruber.
Right. Now, here's where I'm going to save again. And when you go into the menu, it sort of cuts things, because I distinctly remember some shit going on with the T-Rex.
I hear noises coming from the statue. It looks like someone's in there. There's a hidden door. Eddie, what are you doing in here?
Eddie was in the statue.
Miss Nina, are they still here?
Who hides in a
Still
T-Rex?
here? Who?
They came. I couldn't see, but suddenly I knew that they were there, and I went into a panic. I had to hide. And then I saw them. They looked like they were floating, but they were just blurs. And the air was vibrating. They didn't speak, but these voices in my head, hundreds of voices.
Eddie, have you been drinking again?
No, I haven't been drinking, I swear. Well, at least not a lot. But they were really there. I could see them. I could feel them. I wasn't imagining things, believe me. Those black capes, with those bony fingers. I'll never forget it.
It's okay, Eddie. Just
Okay.
come out of there and calm down.
Poor old Eddie. That sounds terrifying. Oh, look, he left
The
an
poor
object.
guy's nerves are shot. I should talk to him after he's calmed down a bit.
Let's get that little object there. And if you wanted to look at something, but you already picked it up, you just...
That's the key I found in the Saurian statue.
The Saurian statue. Jesus, Nina. Can't you just say T-Rex like the rest of us? Okay. We did look at the list. Did we look at the list? I can't remember what I've just done.
On this list are the names of the employees.
Yeah, we did. You could tell this game is struggling to run on Windows 10. Which is a shame, because it's going to be Windows 11 soon. Right, so we now know which ass clown lives here.
There's an index card with Max Gruber written on it.
And we have a
That's
key,
the key I found in the Saurian statue.
which we can use on this fuse box, because how else are we going to turn down the techno?
What luck! The key fits. I'll just turn Max Gruber's blaring music down to a bearable level.
Ah, and I didn't save. What a mess. Redoing all of that work is gonna take hours.
Mr. Gruber, please, let me in. I need to talk
on just a sec.
Hello, you're Nina Kolinkov, right?
Yeah, how did you know that?
I work with your
Your
dad.
father told me about you. I'm so happy to finally meet you. Were you wanting to have a look over your father's shoulder while he's working?
Dude's
I
dead.
wanted to see him, but when I got here, the door to the museum was standing wide open, and his office was in total chaos.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Eddie was crouching, completely terrified inside the reproduction of the Tyrannosaurus Rex, and was stammering something about floating creatures.
Doesn't exactly sound like a strict observation of the work rules. But I'm not at fault. I haven't come out of my office for hours. What does your father have to say about it?
He's
That's
gone.
exactly it. He's gone.
These two are going to be a couple.
What do you mean gone? He couldn't have just disappeared into thin air.
He could
I
have
have a
just disappeared.
sneaking
Pid.
suspicion that something terrible has happened here. You really didn't see anything?
No, unfortunately not.
Right. Well, we're going to talk to him and then we're going to save again because I'm absolutely paranoid about this game crashing. So here's our conversation tree. We can ask him about work, father, and Eddie.
My father's room looks like it's been rummaged through. Do you know what my father was working on last?
Not exactly. Actually, he was supposed to have been taking inventory. We're renovating.
Yeah, I know, but
But he mentioned recently that the inventory wasn't top priority right now. Something came up that he wanted to tend to first.
you don't happen to know what that was, do you?
No, like I said, I was stressed out too.
Well, what about Dad?
Did you notice anything out of the ordinary recently? Any strange occurrences? Was my father behaving differently than usual?
No, not really. We haven't seen much of each other in the last couple of days. I was under a lot of stress and he seemed like he had a lot to do too.
Darn.
Maybe you should get the police involved. The whole thing sounds a bit unsettling.
Yeah, I already tried, but they don't seem to be interested in my father's disappearance.
Yeah, you have to be gone for more than like 5 minutes to be disappeared. Unfortunately. Now, let's ask about Eddie, who was hiding in a T-Rex talking about shadowy figures.
The caretaker was totally out of his mind, stammering something about men in black robes and strange voices.
Eddie? You know, he's a really great guy, but...
But he likes to hit the bottle, I know. But I've never seen him like that before. He seemed like something had really scared him.
Well, if someone really was here, then Eddie might have seen something, and combine his lively imagination with a bottle of whiskey.
Yeah, but I think I'll go ahead and talk to him as soon as he's gotten a hold of himself again anyway. He's the only one who might be able to help me.
And that's all we can talk about.
I'll just keep looking. I'm beginning to feel like Eddie does. I'm totally confused, and I'm really starting to feel scared.
If you need help, I'll be here.
Okay, thanks a lot.
Well, I think we should save it. Well, assuming this still works.
They must have taken the real nameplate down during the renovation work, and now there is an index card with Daddy's name on it.
Oh!
Who are you and what are you doing here?
I could ask you the same thing. Detective Kansky. I'm leading the investigation here, and who are you?
Me? Nina Kalinkov. I called you.
Well, well. So I hear your father disappeared.
That was quick. Getting here.
I arrived here and wanted to see my father. He said he'd still be at the museum, and when I got here, the door to the museum was ajar and it looked like a bomb had hit his office.
I'm really worried. Thanks for coming.
Well, Mr. Kalinkov, what do you make of all of this? Mr. Kalinkov, you're not Mr. Kalinkov, you're Mr. Kansky.
Do you have any idea what could have happened here?
We're looking for Mr.
I
Kalinkov.
can't believe that my father could have created such a mess.
Yeah.
I don't even know your father, but we can't rule out anything.
Do you really mean to say that...
I'm not saying anything at all, dearie. I just take all possibilities into account as long as the facts aren't on the table.
Do you think something happened to my father?
Hard to say.
Don't crash.
I thought the police wouldn't be able to help me as long as my father's life wasn't in danger.
Listen, girlie. I've been in the business for almost 40 years. I know when something stinks. And this thing really stinks. And if you have something to do with this, then come out with it. I'll find out sooner or later.
Hello? I called the police. Well, more like, I tried to get them to come here. Why would I do that if I had...
Criminals always do the most illogical things. I'm not fooled by such things. Otherwise, I wouldn't have become a detective.
Yeah, all right, I get it. You're a really clever guy.
Yeah, if we went to the museum, our dad was missing, everything's been raided, and now we're kind of suspects because we sassed a dude with a cigarette in his mouth, by the way.
If you find something out, you'll let me know right away, right?
Yeah, I need your phone number and address anyway. And don't leave the city. I might have some more questions. Now get out. You're just getting in the way and messing up the evidence.
I'll take
Strange
this,
guy, this detective, eh?
Yeah, and not exactly the friendliest of his profession. But maybe you have to be like that in his job.
Yeah, could be. The main thing is that he finds out what happened to my father. At least there's someone who believes that something is completely and utterly wrong.
I believe you too.
Thanks.
And I'd like to help you too. I don't need to go to bed anymore anyway, and I can always sleep when I'm dead. So, if I can do something for you...
That's really nice.
Just check and see if your father has already got home. He might be worried already and is going to sentence you to 2 weeks without allowance because you're late.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Unfortunately, I won't be back at the office until this evening, but please come by or call me. If your father is back, then we'll have something to celebrate. If not, then maybe I can do something for you.
Okay, I will do that.
See you tomorrow, and good night.
Good night.
And sleep well.
You too.
And off Max goes. Yeah, obviously, it's a bit janky getting this to run.
This must have broken off one of the lights at the construction site.
I'll have some of that. Carefully now. And this is our motorcycle.
My motorcycle.
And we can use that to go home. Assuming it doesn't crash.
Hello?
Hello.
Dad? Are you home?
And Nina took one to the jaw.
God, my head's gonna explode. Oh, hell. Someone's been at work here, too. First his office and now his apartment? What has my father gotten himself into?
I'm not
I
sure,
should
Nina.
be more careful in the future. The guys who did this seem like they're pretty darn serious.
I mean, kind of. Ambush. Berlin apartment. Nina is attacked as soon as she enters the apartment. The apartment has been ransacked. Her concerns about her father appear to be justified. But what are the burglars looking for? And did they find it? Or will they come back again? Okay, so... Shit. Okay, so it's jank. It's not running well. Our house has been ransacked.
Documents about my father's expeditions and research results. Looks like the burglar was really interested in them. There are stacks of folders missing.
Are they secret files about Tunguska?
There probably won't be anything else worth finding. Looks like the burglar was very thorough. Yummy. Cold pizza with stinky tuna fish. Why am I doing this? The smell alone could probably peel the paint off the walls. But then again, beggars can't be choosers.
We got a floppy disk. Is that something? There's a keyboard. There's a salt shaker. I don't know why I'm picking up these things. I do know why. They're the things we want.
Password protected. Think, Nina, think.
Okay. I need to exit. Exit. Right. And this book is interesting.
I hope no one's expecting me to read that.
Because if we actually look at this book...
Oh, the book has a lock. And apparently it's not a book at all, but some sort of chest well disguised in the cover of a book that no one would willingly pick up.
It was not a book at all. It was a chest. I guess that's just a mistranslation. There are some other things we want to pick up. I'm pixel hunting now. There's a... We got everything we want. There should be a... There it is, cassette player. I was looking for the cassette player. Sorry. Found it. Yes, I know the solutions to all of this, so don't worry about any of that nonsense. Okay, so everything's been ransacked. It's all gone crazy. What should we do? Well, because we're playing an adventure game, we go outside and we look in the bin.
All right, I'll do it. A single rubber glove and a bicycle spoke. Not exactly a spectacular profit.
Okay, now we want to unlock our storage thing on our wicked sick motorcycle.
The storage compartment is open now.
And we should have a cell phone in here and some
My
sunglasses.
cell phone and my sunglasses. Yeah. I'd better take both before they get swiped.
And then if we use the bike, we should... This bike over here, find a...
The thing will fall apart if I so much as look at it. Aside from that, I do have my motorcycle. I can move more quickly with it. The only thing that could still be of use is the air pump.
It's a fucking adventure game, kids. If you've never played an adventure game, this is how they play. And this is how I started my channel. Right, I got the air pump from the bike. And we now need to go into this crate in the garage.
A box full of junk that is practically screaming that I'm going to find something inside that'll be useful to me at some point.
And we got some double-sided tape.
Sticks in front and in back. Also sticks left and right. Kinda sticks everywhere.
And we got some
glue for porcelain and plastic.
And now, believe it or not, we want to go back to the museum, which we do by traveling. And there's someone over here.
The little girl looks sad.
She's sad.